Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is JohnnyMaverik. I haven't made a video for a while, but I'm making one now. Kind of been busy with work, but luckily this is an opportunity to both do work and make a video. Because for my dissertation I'm looking at various source mods, and I don't want to go too far into it because my dissertation sucks and I'm not doing great with it. But the good thing is, because I'm looking at the source mods, I have to record gameplay, which I'm reasonably happy about. So I'm looking at 5 mods, and this is going to be the first video I make. I have played all of these mods previously, so this isn't my first playthrough of these games. And I'm going to start with Radiator 1, More Matter, which is probably my least favourite, but I'll get into that later. It's by Robert Yang, who was not the creator of quite a lot of, and the mind behind the Level With Me mod, which I've already done a playthrough for Portal 2. If you haven't seen that, then check out the videos, or alternatively just check out the mod and play it for yourself. It's pretty cool. This is, I wouldn't say this is his claim to fame. This is the first, not his first mod, but his kind of his first mod as we know him now, as the kind of strange alternate gaming storyteller, weird game design guy that he's relatively famous for in the, I'd say, in the PC gaming world, not just the modding world. At this point, I have recorded this video before, but I accidentally pressed screenshot instead of record, so that was fun. Anyway, so this is Radiator 1, Polaris, not More Matter. I don't know why I said More Matter. This is Volume 1 More Matter, but anyway, the original Radiator game was called Radiator Polaris, and it's about 10 minutes long, so probably only be one video. Just load it up, load the first map. It's really interesting in terms of gameplay, and part of my dissertation is looking at isolation, which you'll see a bit later. Okay, so I'll read this out, I guess. There's not too much. I just don't really want to think about him that much, except for that one night he took me stargazing, like the cheapest fucking date ever, in some place probably in America. He wore his hella ratty jacket. It's gone too fast, I can't read this. I'm from Vegas, he told me, so when I came out over here and looked up, it was overwhelming at first. I can see why. And now you can see we're in control, in our little glade. The game pretty much just takes place here. It's not just a race, it's therapy. Yeah, okay. You can turn the music on and off, you can throw things around, all these sorts of goodness. Anyway, to the game. Let's start off easy. I bet you know this one already. See those 3 stars all in a row? That's Orion's belt. So we're looking for 3 stars all in a row. There they would be. So he's going to ask me, oh, find Orion's belt. Look at it. Okay, so I'm looking for 3 stars all in a row. I'm pretty sure that is it. Word on me. Like I said, I have played this before. The first time I didn't get it quite that quickly. Orion was a hunter of treasure armed with his trusty bow. So we're now looking for Orion's bow, and we know it's above Orion's belt. So there's Orion and his belt. So the bow is just up there. Success. Find Orion's belt. Well, we can do that. It's just down there. Awesome. I do love the music in this game. And every treasure hunter wanted the magic Big Dipper, so now I have to look for the Big Dipper, which I always find slightly challenging. Is that the Big Dipper? Yes, it is. What on me? Find Orion's belt. So now we're looking for Orion's belt again. So this is the main gist of the game, is going through this, but there is a twist near the end. It does have a narrative point as well as just a gameplay point. Imagine an arrow pointing out the Big Dipper. See the Big Dipper, guy that got to dreams. Polaris. Alright, so basically there is Polaris. We also know, I think, as the North Star. I'm not really a stargazing person, but at any rate, it's there. Oh, it's not there. Is it one of these? It's one of these. So that one. There's the Big Dipper. You go up from it. That's that one. That one. That one. That one. No, it's further than that. That one. Wait, I think I'm going. Oh, balls. I always find this bit quite tricky. You can press H for help, So find the Big Dipper, look at it, yeah. It's gonna send me back to here as well. Find Polaris, use the Big Dipper, look at it. Well, that doesn't help. Is it there? There we go. So you go straight up. Dear me. Ryan was so tired of hunting, he hoped Polaris would tell him what his heart wanted most and give him some direction in his life to follow. So there you go. Polaris points north. Find Polaris, use the Big Dipper, so we're going to do that again. So there's the Big Dipper, you go straight up and it's over here somewhere. There we go. So north would be just down that way. Find north. Well, you put N on that, so that's not too challenging. But enough about Orion, let's review. Okay. Find the Big Dipper. There it is. Find north. Use Polaris. So you go up from the Big Dipper. Polaris is one of these. That would be north. Yeah, there we go. Find Orion's bow. Orion's bow would be there. Did a full circle. It's definitely that one. Don't screw with me, game. I know it's that one. Oh, his bow. That's his bow. Fair enough. There we are. And what's happened? Oh dear. Where did he fucking go? So I wonder what we're meant to do now. Well, let's recap. We've been told how to find north, and that's pretty much the only useful thing this game has told us. So there's the belt, there's that, there's the Big Dipper. You go straight up, and it's around here. So north is that way, pretty much. I went north, following the sound of the tuner's whistling, and he was on the stump, all shifty. So I asked him about Orion and braced for another hella stupid, lame-ass story. My main problem with this game is the writing, to be honest. I'm not a massive fan of the colloquial themes. Orion made it to Polaris and dialogue rather. Found what burned out eons ago, a dim, dying dot of light. He paused. They're not hunters or spoons, they are stars. I've never suggested they were anything other. We project Earth endlessly into space. We want mirrors, but I've decided there's nothing wrong with wanting imaginary things. I mean, it's still pretty to dream, right? Yeah, I'll go with that. I wanted him to kiss me, like, right then, but he didn't, so we went home and had some pretty forgettable sex. Then we broke up, like, 2 weeks later via text. I have done that before, I'm ashamed to say. Not after sex. But like I said, I don't really think about him that much. But that's it, I think. There you go, that's Radiator 1. I like Radiator 2 a lot better. Basically, I think Robert Yang was trying to give you a glimpse into a fleeting relationship between two human beings. And while that in itself is interesting, I find the design far more interesting. The stargazing is a fairly unique idea, and doing it in Source is quite clever. It's also quite simple, so that's always, when you do something clever and simple, that's always quite impressive. And the kind of twist towards the end where you're left alone and have to use what you've been taught through the mechanics and through the challenge to find your way back to him is fairly pleasing. I just take issue with the writing. The characters don't really grab me. It's probably partly because it's too short, but also the dialogue. I just don't like the bitch main character, to be frank. And that's pretty much all I've got to say on it. It's interesting, it's cool, and now I'm going to go and write 600 words on analysis of how it makes the player feel isolated, and this game structure, and how that might affect that, and a bunch of other bollocks I don't want to do. So yeah, fun bit over. Please feel my pain, because I know I am. Thank you, and well, more videos coming fairly soon, because I will be looking at another 4 mods. I might as well just say them now, because I think we've still got time. I'll be looking at Radiator 2, Handle with Care, Corsikovia, and DRS for the original mod version, not the new version. and I will be playing that on my own. I'm not videoing it because I've been asked not to, bizarrely enough. And another one, Blind Monk Society, which is a personal favourite of mine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been JohnnyMaverik. You've been sumptuous and delicious as usual. And until next time.